And today we're going to discover more. We're going to hear more of that beautiful, mystical, and haunting voice of an angel. Of course, I'm talking about the amazing Annie Lennox. Yes, we're traveling all the way back to 1989, 1992, 1995, and 1999 to listen to Don't Ask Me Why and I Saved the World Today by Eurythmics and Primitive and Thin Line Between Love and Hate by Annie Lennox solo. So we'll start with the two Eurythmics songs first. We'll start with Don't Ask Me Why. Comes from the 1989 album We Two Are One. Let's check it out.
Miracle of miracles, look what the night dragged in. It's a pocket full of misery, trouble on the way. You spoiled the best years of your life, you took them all in vain. Now you think that you're forgiven, but you can't be born again. You say why? You say why? You say why? Don't ask me why. I don't love you anymore. I don't think I ever did. And if you ever had any kind of love for me, you kept it all so well here. Promises, sweet promises, you kept them from your mind. Like all the lost, forgotten things you never seem to find. Like all the disappointments you displayed upon your shelf. Now you've got no one to turn to, you've got no one but yourself. You say why? You say why? You say why? Don't ask me why. I don't love you anymore. I don't think I ever did.
Ouch.
If you ever had any kind of love for me, you kept it all so well here. You spoiled
Interesting. Such a strong one there. Obviously, it's about breakup, loss of love, but still upbeat with this nice, not happy upbeat, but just the tempo and everything. Really nice groove, beautiful music throughout. We'll talk about the instruments. Let's see, this is from 1989. I don't think I know anything on this album. Wow. I think most of what I know is from the Eurythmics is from their earlier, the early 80s. But this was great. I bet there's a lot of strong songs on this album. A beautiful opening, those sustained electric guitar strums from the heavens. Wow, that sounded great. Also love the string plucks going on, kind of reminiscent of Here Comes the Rain Again. Of course, one of their best. And then Annie's voice, insanely good, as you all know. Hypnotic from the start. I love that she was in such a high register at times and also in the low register in this one. A great way to show her range. A great full atmosphere in this one, rich with emotion. I loved everything about it. Unlike most of my reactions, I was determined to zone in on the lyrics, see what the song was about, since I didn't do research on the lyrics beforehand. And I definitely heard them. They were strong lyrics, very sad lyrics. Clearly, it's a breakup song. The love is missing. The love is dead. Maybe the love was never there. Wow, so sad. Then we get this amazing electric guitar and string solo. They sounded great together. The strings went on through more of the singing parts later on. Wow, a string-heavy song. I'm going to love that. And then at the end, I love how there was 2 vocal parts going on. Maybe 3. Annie was singing one thing. Annie was singing a totally different thing. And then there were these kind of vocals that were more like instruments, like wah, something like that. All in harmony, doing their dance together as we fade out, I believe. A great way to end the song. An awesome late 80s Eurythmics song. I've always proclaimed that 1989 was my favorite year of all time of music. Loved so many songs from that year. Had a lot to do with, where I was at that point in my life and all the musical experience that led up to that. The end of the 80s itself. A lot of reasons. Anyway, this is another great song to add to the reasons why I love that year in music. I'm going to give it 5 super shiny golden records, an A+ for Don't Ask Me Why by Eurythmics, 1989. All right, now on to I Saved the World Today. Comes from the 1999 album Peace.
Monday finds you like a bomb that's been left ticking
different.
The world today, and everybody's happy now. The bad things gone away, and everybody's happy now. The good things here to stay. Please let it, ooh, let it.
Interesting. A very, not open-ended, but a very moderate, even-keeled ending. Nothing too bright, nothing too dark, but there was plenty of both of those shades throughout the song. Back and forth, darkness, light. The orchestra, come on guys, you know. That was amazing. I knew this was a strong album. I've only heard a couple from it way back when, especially the single when it was new. Wow, so glad I chose this album to discover something new from, and boy, was that a beautiful song, right up my alley. We start with plenty of strings, yes please. Got them in the first song, they were even stronger and more forefront here. I thought I heard a woodwind, I did. I'm pretty sure it was the oboe, beautiful. Wow, I didn't know we were going to get even more great acoustic instruments as the song went on. Great chorus, of course. I love the velvety, smooth vocals. Of course, they were great everywhere, but very strong. I think they were doubled in the chorus, so it made it even stronger, smoother. Wow. And then the chorus, kind of bright, happier, ends on that dark note. Wow, that was everything. Caught me by surprise. Just gorgeous, and a perfect way to transition back into the darker verses. Then we got this huge surprise, the trumpet. We got a trumpet. I know you appreciated that, Dale, so that sounded amazing. Didn't expect that. Just added to the song, caught me off guard, sounded beautiful, fit the song perfectly. Wow, it's like the song just kept getting better and better as it went on, as more elements came in. By that point, the tears have showed up for duty. It's interesting, since I was so emotional by that point in the song, when the next chorus came around, it sounded even better. Wow, that's interesting, I think. Anyway, it just shows how your emotions can dictate how you feel about the music itself. And then the chorus repeated several times at the end. I was expecting it to go back to that dark place, but no, it didn't. It stayed happy. And I think, that was matching the lyrics, saying that, she saved the world, she's happy now, something to that effect. That was interesting. Nice that they ended in that mid to happy pocket. The darkness was all gone. Perfectly matched the message of the song. Wow, really love that one. And therefore, it's easily getting the Epic Platinum Record Award. Yes, for I Saved the World Today by Eurythmics, 1999. All right, on to Annie Lennox's solo career. We'll start with Primitive, comes from the 1992 album Diva. That's how you do a song ending. So strong. I felt like I was getting possessed. My body was possessed by the music in the last minute or so, maybe 30 seconds. I don't even remember. Another satisfying Annie Lennox song. So interesting, so beautiful. So mysterious, so magical, so calming. Another one that feels like a musical prayer. Wow, so we get this awesome percussion opening, a great driving force that remained steadily through the whole song. Love that. Almost a bit African sounding to me. Really cool. And then add the thick, deep bass along with that. Yes, I'm sold. Then add a distant Middle Eastern melody in the back there later on in the song, pretty early on. Again, sell me again. Wow, just perfect. That just set the mood, that mysterious mood, ramped the mystery up quite a bit. More strings. What have I done to deserve this? This is the third song in a row where I get strings, so I'm loving life. And again, we have the beautiful vocals of an angel here with her brilliant singing, her brilliant delivery. Later, I like that reverbed backing vocal solo with no words. Pretty sure that was Annie the first time. That sounded great. Again, another layer to that mystery. Even got shades of Enya in this one, just with the whole vibe. Of course, those vocals and the backing vocals. And towards the end, I heard more of those backing vocals. This time, it might have been another woman singing. Not sure, but it sounded great. A very hypnotic song, a very evocative song. This could easily be used in a movie. I would love to see a music video for this. Not sure if there is one, but, you know, the ideas that they could take this to visually are just endless. Wow. I definitely need to explore the lyrics, the meaning, and the message more because it'll make this song that much better for me. You win again, Annie. This one's getting the Epic Platinum Record Award, absolutely, for Primitive by Annie Lennox, 1992. And finally, we'll end this epic day with Thin Line Between Love and Hate. Comes from the 1995 album Medusa.
Opens up the door and she lets you in, and never once does she say, where have you been? She says, hold it, are you hungry? Did you eat yet? Let me hang up your coat now. And all the time she's smiling, never raises her voice. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, and you don't give it a second thought. It's a thin line between love and hate. It's a thin line between love and hate. Sweetest woman in the world could be the meanest woman in the world if you make her be that way. She might be holding something in, think your woman could do something like that to you. You didn't think she got the nerve. Accidents speak louder than words. Louder than words. Louder than words. Louder than words. Come on, baby, baby. You don't give a damn about it. Come on, baby, baby. You don't really care about it. Come on, baby, baby. You don't give a damn about it. Come on, baby, baby. You don't really care about it. Come on, baby, baby. You don't give a damn about it. Come on, baby, baby. You don't really care about me. Hear what I say. Hear what I say.
Wow. Okay, Annie, 4 for 4. What an intense song. I think I know what it's about. But let's talk about that harmonica. OMG. I will be back. I gotta check who was playing that. Wow, I'm glad I checked because apparently this is a cover song. Had no idea. It was originally from 1971 and it was from an R&B group called The Persuaders. Never heard of them. Wow, she certainly did the song justice. Unfortunately, there's 2 harmonica players on this album, so I don't know which it was. We have Mark Feltham and Judd Lander, so whichever it was, incredible. I love the rolling bass lines in this one. Just keeping the song going. Much different vocals here, at least in part of the song. Very close up in my ears. Intimate, no reverb, kind of sultry. Annie can do it all. Wow. An amazing groove to this song, of course. Love the flow, love the tempo. Of course, the chorus was a nice contrast. Very dreamy, very atmospheric. Wow. Of course, we get reverb vocals in the chorus, so again, more variety here. But that harmonica, one of the best parts of the song, if not the best. Such a cool addition to the song. So much groove in those melodies. Fit the song like a glove. Annie Lennox plus harmonica in the same song. Yes, please. First time I've ever heard that. Wow. And then we get that final verse. So different. This awesome vocal processing. Wow. And then I start to figure out what's going on with the song. She sings 5 words. Accidents speak louder than words. Wow. Insanely memorable. Insanely chilling words. Wow, what songwriting. I don't know if she added that or if it's in the original song. I know she kind of modified some of the lyrics, but wow, such an impactful verse. That speaks volumes. And then right after that, this explosive coda with these explosive vocals by Annie. There's so much passion and anger in her delivery to match the story. I have to assume this song is about domestic violence. So obviously it's going to be, very poignant and relevant to a lot of people in this world. But back to the harmonica. We get this insanely good solo at the end. It was tearing into my soul, just loving every millisecond of that harmonica. Wow. So again, Mark or Judd, you were absolutely stellar here. Yeah, so 4 incredible songs today. I hope you love them as well. This one's also getting the Epic Platinum Record Award. Yes, of course, for Thin Line Between Love and Hate by Annie Lennox, 1995. And thank you so very much, the incredible legend Annie Lennox and Dave Stewart, for these incredible songs, plus anyone else involved in their creation. All right, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Anyway, you take care, stay safe, stay hydrated, and as always, I'm wishing you much peace, love, and blessings every single day. I'll see you very soon.